This is going to be your first run.
Boost comes up to a reasonable amount.
It's over fueling a little.
Right guys, welcome back to the channel again. Today's mapping day for Ian's Zafira. So hello Ian.
Hi everyone.
Right, basically we're heading down to Gits Motorsport in Skegness. It's early morning, so yeah, fingers crossed, see what the number's going to be for the mapping. Get a nice little insight of everything that's going on and what's being done and that. So yeah, hope you enjoy guys and see you all soon.
This is going to be your first run just to find out exactly what it is running at the moment.
Got the first run done. It's actually come out less than stock power, but it was never gonna do it with the mapping it was on. So where it was to where it is now is just because if I get rid of that, just because where you've the hardware's fitted, it's not been mapped in, is the boost comes up pretty high. It actually goes just off the edge of where the map sensor can read, so above 1.5 bar. But then what happens is the pink line there is your throttle position. As soon as it sees too much boost, it instantly pulls the throttle back down. So it's done 200 horsepower with less than 40% throttle. So it's trying to make the power, but the ECU is doing what it needs to do, which is protecting the engine. So it's deeming that there's that much of a differential. It's gone right off the end of where the map sensor reads, is that it's not going to be achievable to pull it back down with the boost control. So its next preventive measure is it'll close the throttle to stop that air getting into the engine. So as it goes to hit that boost spike, it's pretty dicely lean, but only for a very short second, you know, about half a second. Just dips a little, it goes quite lean. And as soon as it closes the throttle, it enables it to maintain a more reasonable air-fuel ratio. Whereas it's sort of sitting at about 11.8, about 11.5 towards the end. So it's doing it to keep it safe, which is the main aim of the game, really.
Right, okay.
But right, we'll start. We'll go to the base file, then we'll tune from there.
Lovely.
And see what she'll do. So we're getting closer, couple of runs in, about 260 horsepower at the minute, 330 foot-pounds of torque, so reasonable torque at the minute. We've managed to get another data now. We now have our throttle staying wide open. So we've got past that challenge. Boost comes up to a reasonable amount. It's currently reasonably high, about 1.6 bar. Sort of starts to tail off, but of course you've got a fair bit more tuning to do. As it transitions, comes onto boost, it comes down quite nicely, just as you see the throttle sort of slowly before it starts to open, it transitions down. Still a little bit richer than we'd like at the minute, so we'll do a bit more tweaking.
That was run 4 and 5, I think. Remembering the conversation with Ash saying it was over fueling. the reason why I forgot to actually mention that I changed the fuel bar regulator to a 4 bar. This is quite vital when you're doing these cars ready for mapping, to log down everything that you've done to the car, just so the mapper knows exactly what to work with, because slightest little things like that can prolong the mapping basically. So basically, now we know what the problem is, we can work with it. So basically we're going to get back in there and do a couple more runs and yeah, get some better numbers.
Right, so we're getting a bit closer now. So between me and Vinny, we've managed to probably make the day a bit longer. So it turns out you've got a 4 bar fuel pressure regulator.
Yep.
Which I'm straight away pulling my hair, thinking, what am I doing wrong? Because of course, tuning plenty of them, you look at them and you think, well, you know, why is this richer than every other one? So you start to question yourself and think, no, I must be doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And then when you start thinking, oh, something's wrong, all the sensors seem to read okay.
Yeah.
So you play around and then go, oh no, it's that. So luckily we've been able to scale for it, and we've got the fueling back to where we want.
Yeah.
So now we've got just the fun bit of keeping going. So we're hitting pretty high torque numbers down low. So we're actually going to have to start reeling the torque back a little bit, just for the sake of the stock engine.
Yep.
And then what we're going to do is just keep trying to pack out the top range, keep trying to keep that gate shut to try and help us make more boost, hold its boost pressure a bit longer, and hopefully we'll get some good figures.
Yeah, lovely. Right, see guys, this is why it's very important to log everything you're doing, just so the mapper knows exactly what's been done and what he can work with. Because it's like guesswork basically of what's been done and what's not been done. So yeah, just keep that in mind, people, that when you're doing these, always log everything what you've done, even down to the map sensor. If you've changed the map sensor, any kind of sensors, upgraded them, just keep that in mind, jog it down and let your mapper know, because it really can like prolong the mapping basically. So right, we're going to crack on and get some more.
So here we've got to with the final run with Ian's. Main thing we're seeing is just choking up top, but it's mainly what we're looking at here is this math line, is that it pretty much, as soon as it sort of comes onto boost, the boost tails off and the airflow just flatlines. It still tries to climb a bit, but sort of airflow is near enough everything. We can measure how much air is going into the engine, we can sort of calculate the power and work from there. The peak power it's showing is well, peak airflow, sorry, is 223 grams a second, which, you know, is round about, again, people say according to logs, but you can manipulate the airflow scale to read what you want it to read, really.
Yeah.
But around that, I'd probably say is about bang on where it should be power-wise. If we then go into if we look where Grams was the other day, it's basically 245 grams a second, so it was physically getting more air in, and it isn't as flatline. It still flatlines a bit, but you can see certainly where it helped more in the mid. Just the difference in engines, this is the thing where you can never really compare two cars, as every car will only do what it does. But it sort of goes to show, you know, every car's different, no two are the same, but it's sort of unfortunately the way it is.
That's it, and that's like the difference between like same similarity cars, but with different mods and
100%. So, certain example, I can't remember what Grant's wasn't a particularly high mileage car, was it? I think it was quite low. This one's done a few more miles, but again, it's really hard to tell the difference between the cars. You know, you never know what you're going to get. I wish it was as simple as, like, you know, you go on like a video game or Need for Speed or something. You could just bolt on the parts and all of them will do the same thing. It's never, unfortunately, that way. But nevertheless, it's done well. Successful day, nothing's gone bang, nothing's gone wrong.
That's it, yeah.
Another car you bought has been just no issues at all, it's been spot on. So yeah, I
Brilliant.
always appreciate it.
Yeah.
But we'll get her off and see what she's like on the road.
Yeah, lovely. Okay.
She definitely is going. It's like a different animal. I think it's a good job that we did do the Bembros. They certainly earning their money, ain't they?
Yeah, that's it. So you'll find like it's still at low revs, you know, you can drive it pretty much out of boost.
Yeah.
It'll still be quite smooth and pleasant to drive. You might even find it's a bit smoother than it was because the stock mapping is a bit jerky.
Yeah.
Bear in mind it's on the sport mode as well, isn't it? So you'll
So
find
the sports mode still acts as what it was before, like
it still changes. So you're on IDS on this, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it will still adjust the IDS, everything like that. The only thing you won't find is that it doesn't trick the throttle as much, so it doesn't give you that lurching feeling.
Yeah.
But we find, to be honest, it makes them a bit nicer to drive when we keep them like this. So it makes it a true ratio. So it's a bit like driving something, I don't know, I'd probably say proper, which has a true sort of 1-to-1 ratio throttle and accelerator. So you know, 1% throttle is basically, you know, 1% accelerator, so it's 1% throttle.
I was just looking at the deer looking at us.
And it shoots, it's sort of all the way properties it should, to be fair. If you like it, we'll swap over and I'll let you drive it back and see what you think. It'll always feel better in your hands and you'll get the true comparison between them. But it looks like a train's about to cross the way.
Yeah, I was going to say we got a train.
Well, yeah, we'll swap over in and we'll
Lovely.
see what you think to her.
Definitely, you could just feel it. She wants to even pull with every gear, like. She's like a different beast, so she really is, even that.
So we tried to make them so they're quite smooth, to be honest, and quite nice.
Sounded like Darth Vader.
Yeah, or making some surge.
Yeah, every like acceleration it goes, and I'm like,
they'll sit there and they'll be a bit sort of, you know, surges. Again, they're trying to come on boost and sort of come off and hesitate and mess around. And